Hey, you guys, and happy Wednesday. I hope you all are having a fabulous day so far today. I wanted just to hop on here for just a minute. This is not going to be like super long, but I kind of just wanted to give you guys a life update on what's going on with us. Really Liam, more so than anything, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me how he's been doing, and you've been asking why I haven't been doing lives, and you know why he hasn't kind of been on the lives that I do. And we've honestly really had our hands full with him, and very much so. I was embarrassed, honestly. That's like the best way to really put it. And I didn't really know what's going on, and we still don't know exactly what's going on, but that's partly why I wanted to make this video. Like, I feel like sometimes we YouTubers, influencers, whether, you know, no matter how small or big of a channel, if you have 300 subscribers or 1 million, you know, we are very worried about being judged, you know, very much so. And YouTube has changed so much in just the short amount of time that I myself have been on this platform, which has only been a couple of years now, coming up on 3 years. And not really so much for the better that it has changed. You know, subscribers are definitely a lot more vicious. Cancel culture is very much a very real thing. I feel like a lot of it has been ever since COVID, like just people being trapped in their houses and put under financial constraints and things like that puts people under a severe amount of stress. And sometimes that can come out, especially when they could just very easily get on a keyboard and type and take it out on someone else. And I feel like that has very much happened a lot in the last year, which was another reason I was very afraid to speak on any of these things. But ultimately, I sat and thought about it, and I was like, somebody else may be feeling exactly how I have been feeling like the last few months, especially just the last week, you know, and some other mother may be questioning herself and her parenting skills and abilities. And, you know, the biggest thing that I could say that anyone can take from this is trust your gut. Trust your gut. As a mother to your child, trust your gut. Your gut is never going to steer you wrong. So for those of you guys that are new here, because I know we have a lot of new subscribers, I have a 2-year-old, actually he's almost 2.5 now. And when Liam was born, he was born with a couple of issues, and I haven't really spoken about them on my channel because there are a lot of stigmas tied to them. I may speak about them one day in the future, but I just haven't been comfortable. Not to mention, I just, you know, I feel like it should be up to Liam a little bit too. But because of that reason, he did have to spend some time in the NICU. After he got out of the NICU, things seemed like they were developing fine with him. Like everything seemed like it was right on track. Now, that's not to say that things went easy, because they didn't. I mean, my milk didn't come in, so I couldn't breastfeed him. So I definitely beat myself up about that. And then he was lactose intolerant. So trying to find the right milk, and every kind of milk upset his stomach. So like the first 7 months were really hard. He was extremely colicky. He had acid reflux. It was just like one issue after another. A lot of sleepless nights. I mean, we still have a lot of sleepless nights, quite frankly, but a lot of sleepless nights. Steve and I really were ready to pull our hair out quite a few times in the last couple of years. And we're still ready to some days, because I mean, both Steve and I have not had a break from Liam. We've had him, you know, Steve's parents are both passed away. My dad has never even seen Liam once, and my mom is very busy, and they both live in Kentucky. So, you know, we don't have help, you know, like we don't have family close by. We don't have anyone. So we've had him every day since he was born. We had one date night for 3 hours thanks to a neighbor of mine, and that was it. Like, that's all we've had in the last 2.5 years. 1 3-hour date night. And that was a year ago. That was last summer. So yeah, it's been a struggle for sure. And it's definitely affected our lives and really affected my channel. And, you know, for that, I apologize. But of course, your kids always come first. Now, after Liam turned about, somewhere between like 7 to 9 months old. We had a really big scare with him. He stopped breathing. He completely stopped breathing. I mean, lips turned blue, face purple. I mean, like completely stopped breathing. I called 911, had him rushed to the emergency room. They did CAT scans. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. And come to find out, he has breathing spells. So basically, if he gets scared, if he's just really, really tired and his muscles are really worn down, if he has pain, like if he gets his vaccination shots or anything like that, if he falls and scrapes his knee, he will have a spell. And they were really bad. He was having between 7 to 9 breathing spells. And these are like the scariest, most gut-wrenching thing to watch as a parent, because they don't understand what's going on with them. They're like clawing and grasping at you. And it's, you know, you can't explain to them, honey, you just have to calm down. It's a reflex. They don't have any control over it. It's just something that happens. They do grow out of it as their muscles get stronger, but it's like nothing you can control, nothing they can control. It's absolutely gut-wrenching to watch. And yeah, like Steve and I both have definitely been put through the ringer with him for sure, with the breathing spells. And then when everything happened with COVID, you know, because of that, we didn't want to take him out, you know, because of the breathing spells. Like I was like, okay, if his muscles aren't strong enough to handle, you know, an influx in his blood pressure, if he gets something like COVID, like it could kill him, you know what I mean? So we were very careful, like stayed inside, you know, I mean, everything was hand sanitized and cleaned, and just, yeah, it was pretty crazy. You know what I mean? We were very, very strict on him. That's why Steve and I and Cadence all got our vaccinations. Like, you know, it just, I know a lot of people are against them, but I'm sorry, like my son comes first, you know what I mean? I don't care. And so it's been a very stressful ordeal. Well, now Liam's 2 and he is now developmentally behind, and we haven't been able to pinpoint what. And I've taken him to the doctor over it. And every time I take him to the doctor for anything, my pediatrician, my old pediatrician, my now ex-pediatrician, kept blaming everything basically on me, you know what I mean? And, you know, like, oh, every kid just learns at a different pace. It's fine. He's fine. It's just this, it's that. And I just kept, like, this entire time, I've just been like, no, there's something else. I felt like there was something else. It was like the whole lactose intolerance thing. I kept telling him, I think he's lactose intolerant. No, just keep giving him the formula. You're just making the bottles wrong. And finally, I had enough and switched his formula myself. And that's when everything subsided. You know what I mean? That's when everything started to get better, and he finally started to enjoy eating. You know what I mean? So again, if there's anything you take away from this, trust your gut as a mother. Screw your pediatrician, go find another one, which is essentially what we did. So we took Liam to a new pediatrician, and we still don't know exactly what's going on. We have had him tested for MCHAT. You know, they went through all of that. They don't think that he's autistic. They do think that he is developmentally behind, but we can't really pinpoint why. I had his tongue looked at. People were like, maybe he's tongue-tied. That doesn't seem like it's an issue. And it's super scary because Liam was like right where he was supposed to be. Like I have videos of him where, like, when he was 9 months old, where he was saying, hi, Dada, you know, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. He just was silent, like no baby talk, no jibber jabber, no nothing, like just pure silence. And then around the time when he was like 1.5, he started jibber jabbering a little bit, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't near what it needed to be. And again, you know, as a mom, I'm like, I know something is wrong. You know, I knew something was up, but I didn't know what. And everybody just kept telling me like, oh, it's fine, Alex, you're just stressing, you're just worried. You know, I had somebody tell me, maybe Liam's just a bad kid, you know? And I'm like, no, like, he's not a bad kid. It really hurts my feelings because that person that said that to me is somebody very close to me. I'm like, no, he's not a bad kid. There's bad parents, yes, but not bad kids. He's only 2 years old. He doesn't understand. And you can tell that he doesn't understand what we're saying as parents. You can tell that he doesn't understand that we, in fact, do understand him, and so it's very gut-wrenching. It's very hard to watch as a parent. And, at this point, I'm not going to continue beating myself up about it. I'm like, I want this fixed. So, I got a second opinion. I took him to a new pediatrician. Love her, by the way. So amazing. I would never go back to his original pediatrician ever, ever, ever. And I should have changed it a lot sooner. Again, if there's anything you can take away from this, trust your gut as a parent, dude. Just try. You're a mother, your kid. You know what I mean? And so now we're getting him occupational therapy testing and his hearing tested, and speech therapy testing and developmental testing, and we're going to get it figured out because there's something going on and we don't know what yet, but I wanted to let you guys know essentially what's been going on, what we've been dealing with and struggling with silently, and also to give any other mothers out there that are going through the same thing. And if you're struggling silently too, you are not alone. Again, trust your gut. Don't let somebody tell you that your kid's a bad kid or that you're doing something wrong, or, if your pediatrician tries to blame you. No. Like my girlfriend told me the other day, when you leave your pediatrician's office, you should feel empowered as a parent. You should feel like that you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, that you're doing everything correctly, that, everything is going to be fine. It should be a reassurance. It should not be a dread. And that's how it was every time I took Liam to his other pediatrician. It was a pure dread for me. And after leaving his new pediatrician's office, I felt that reassurance. I felt like, okay, I'm doing something. I felt empowered. I felt like, okay, this is going to be okay. We're going to figure this out, and then I talked to my mom this morning, and she said that my brother Damon had a kind of a similar thing happen when he was younger. And I don't remember because I was only like 4 at that time. Not even, I guess I was 6 when he was like 2. But basically my brother Damon had his adenoid glands were apparently swollen and nobody knew it. Like he didn't have any fever. He didn't have any ear pain. He didn't have any symptoms at all, but he couldn't hear. And they went and had his hearing tested, and apparently he had like 97% hearing loss in one ear and 97% in the other ear. So he could barely hear anything. And because of that, he wasn't talking either. And they ended up removing his adenoid glands, and boom, everything was so much better. He could hear. Completely different kid. They got him into like an early intervention and got him back on track really quickly. So hopefully it's a simple fix like that. I hope. I really, really hope. But whatever it is, I don't care. He's my son. I'm going to be here for him. And, we're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with it as we deal with everything as a family together. And it's been really rough, but I feel like, again, a lot more empowered. I feel like I'm finally doing something, and I'm not just letting people kind of like push me and tell me like, oh, you're just a worrywart, he's just a bad kid. Like every kid develops differently. No, your child. If you feel like something is up, take them to a doctor. If that doctor says no, take them to another doctor. Get a second opinion, because chances are you're not getting those gut feelings for no reason. I can tell you that right now. Every single time with both Cadence and Liam, every time I've had that gut feeling and I've known that something is going on, I was spot on, dude. I was spot on. And this has been no different. So again, I just wanted to hop on here and basically let you guys know what is going on, what we are getting ready to be faced with. A lot of appointments, a lot of therapists and stuff coming in the month of July. The first appointment starts July 1st. So I am still going to continually be uploading and all of that. But again, I just want to keep you guys in the loop. I'll give you guys an update as soon as we figure out what is going on exactly, then I will let you guys know, and I'll do like a part 2 of this, and you know, like, this is the problem and this is what we're gonna do to fix it. I just, again, I feel very empowered now and very excited that now I'm finally doing something, and I'm not just sitting there taking it and or letting somebody else tell me like that I'm just worrying for no reason, or that, you know, oh, it'll be fine, kids develop like, no. You, again, you know your kid, right? So anyways, that is all I have for you guys today. I will have a new video up tomorrow. I felt like this kind of took a little precedence. And then also I have a new video going up on my new channel. If you guys have not checked that out yet, make sure you do, because I have been posting pretty frequently on there, just because it's been a nice outlet, and I don't have to like worry about YouTube's goofy algorithm like I do on this channel. So anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. And again, if you're a mom out there and you're going through some similar stuff and you need somebody just to talk to, or just to, you know, give you that little boost of confidence to be like, no, what you're feeling is valid, please feel free to hit me up on Instagram, DM me, email me, whatever you need to do. I am definitely here for you guys. This is why I created this channel, so that we had this awesome, amazing community that we do. And we really do. I love the group of women that I have met and became friends with. And they're just amazing. They're absolutely amazing. A lot of you guys are. And I can't even tell you how appreciative I am. And you're what has given me the strength to sit down and make this video and to put this information out publicly. I would never have been able to do it without you. So I just want to say thank you for that. And I love you guys so much. And that's it. See you guys.